know who it is. It's your wifey's favorite DJ, the Back Block Bully, DJ Juice Ortiz. And right now, I'm tuned in with the engineer. I don't even want to just call him an engineer, man, because we came in, he was laying down hooks. He was playing us some beats he was making, you know what I'm saying? So, you a man of many hats, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself. Man.
For sure. It's MixedByKey. People call me Key, but that's my brand name, MixedByKey.
Okay, for sure.
And I'm happy to be here, bro. What's up?
Yeah, no problem. Now, I met you as an engineer.
Right.
You know
Shout out to BSP, Brandon. That's my guy. I grew up with him. He plugged this in.
Yeah, shout out to BSP for sure. So, back to the man of many hats.
Right.
I met you as an engineer, but we was just briefly talking, and you said you was a rapper first. So, let's go ahead and tell your origin story and how you got into it, and we'll all transpire that led to you getting here right now.
I guess I could start from the beginning. Shout out to my guy Southside Sean. Shout out to my brother Penn Simmons. They was like the first two people who really had me around in the studio before I was even thinking about rapping. I used to just be behind the computer, like asking the engineer, like, "Yo, what you doing? How you do this?" Like, always had a thought in my mind, listening to music on the radio, riding in the car, like how they make music.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like,
for sure.
At the end of the day, you listening for the song, but it was always that thing in the back of my head, like, damn, how did they make that shit?
Right, it was a little bit deeper for you.
You feel me? So, and then from there, I just started helping them with their music. You feel me? Like, oh, here go a line. You should say this like this, or stuff of that nature. You feel me? And then it transpired into me just say, I'm gonna write my own little verse one time. You feel me? Yo, right. Bro, let me get this verse. You feel me? That's what it started from, writing verses, and then from there I started writing hooks, and then I think probably a year after that I started doing my own, literally recording by myself, without them even being there or knowing, trying to be on a humbug sneaky tip, but then be hyped when I get it done. And they're like, oh, why you ain't invite me and stuff like that. But that's another story. But
yeah. So what was your biggest inspiration? You said your homies was your biggest inspiration, or what drew you to engineer? Because we all say, you know what I'm saying, we all got a love for music in a way.
Like I said, so I started rapping or whatever, life hits you, you go through stuff. It ain't like I was a full-time rapper. I was trying to do something, you feel me? Right. I'm just going to keep writing my Johns, go to work, you feel me? But work got in the way most of the time, you feel me? And then that's where engineering came in. Years down the line, probably 5 years went by, 5-6 years went by, and the pandemic came, and it was we had ran into a situation. We got a studio, and it was you either going to take your time and learn something, do something, or you're going to keep working for somebody. You feel me? That's how I looked at it. You feel me? So, when the pandemic came and they was talking about they don't know what's up, people who got to stay at work and people getting sick and all that. I worked in a nursing home. You feel me? Right. That's a hot spot.
Yeah, I'm an EMT myself, so I already know.
For any sickness, I feel like old people they got the weakest immune system, so, they going to catch it first. Right. That's how I looked at it. So I quit, you feel me? And I really just locked in here, and I taught myself how to engineer. I knew the basics, how to hit record, pull a track down, but there's other buttons that you gotta push. Yeah. It's stuff that you gotta do before recording, the presets and all that. Make sure the mic is right, knowing how to work the interface. You feel me? I had to learn that all on my own. You feel me? I had people help me along the way, but people don't take you serious until you actually doing something. You feel me? It's right. Oh, all right, I see you now. All right, you can answer my questions thoroughly. You feel me? It ain't oh, all right, I'm gonna show you one day. You feel me?
Right.
But that's life. You feel me? Whatever you do, people ain't gonna take you serious until you actually doing it.
Okay, so you definitely.
So that's how I got here. As far as engineering go, I started off rapping, then I switched it over. I'm all right, I see a way to monetize off rap, and I can still practice rapping at the same time. You feel me?
Right. Utilize both of your talents. Right. For sure. So, with you being the first engineer I ever interviewed, what is the most important part of being an engineer to you?
I think you gotta wanna be here. You gotta have that passion. As far as not be judgmental towards people work. Just knowing that they here to create something and you here to help them. You feel me? That's how I approach every session. I don't be trying to be nobody's judge. I'm not here for that. You feel me? I don't care. I don't gonna say I don't necessarily care, but in the back of my head, I'm not thinking about whether your song is hot or not. I'm thinking if I helped you reach the goal that you was trying to reach, getting this song done. You feel me? Like,
For sure.
do it sound like how you want it to? Like, that's my goal. You feel me? Like, I don't really be trying to get too big headed on if the song is hot or not. A lot of people ask me like, do you record corny people, quote unquote? Like, what's corny? You feel me? Because what's hot to you might not be hot to me.
Right.
You feel me? What's hot to you might not be hot to you or the other person, and what's hot to me definitely might not be hot to you. You feel me? Like,
for sure.
That's just.
I feel like a lot of engineers don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? They always want that big name or that big talent to push them through, and they kind of push the.
And I ain't gonna lie, like when I was rapping, like I went through stuff like, you know, engineers treating you like you ain't nobody. You feel me? Like,
right.
I'm falling asleep recording you. Go cause the excuse is always late, bro. I've been in here all day, bro. I be in here all day. I don't go to sleep on people. Like I don't play that. I don't feel comfortable going to sleep if I'm not in my bed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, right. Like I ain't about to sit in this chair, be all slouched up, trying to fall asleep. Like that ain't even me. But most of them dudes be high. Let's just keep it a bean. Yeah. Like I went through that though. You know, dudes recording you, not sending you the song when it's done. Being weird when you try and book sessions because they like supposed to be the hottest dude in the city or quote unquote. Like it's just a whole lot of weird like industry type stuff. Like, you know, like industry got picks sort of like right. That's what they say. Like you got to know somebody, like quote unquote. Like
for sure. So since you work with so many different artists with like different sounds and stuff like that, do you ever think about putting like a compilation tape together?
Yeah, but I want to wait until I'm at the point where it's, I produce all the beats. You feel me? Like I'm learning how to produce beats now. Like I'm in the process of learning. Yeah. So once I learn how to like put all that shit together the right way, that's definitely in the plans. Like I probably pick people, or you know, the beats that I sell, I'll pick the hottest, or the beats that I feel like that's gonna market the best. You feel me? Like
right. That's what's up, man. So is there any artists you looking forward to working with in the future?
What you mean, like industry or
like anybody? Because you know we in Philly, it's a lot of talent and a lot of sounds coming out of the city. And it doesn't have to be even localized to Philly. But is there any artists, you know what I'm saying, on your radar or that you feel like is coming in your grasp that you could work with?
Nobody in particular. I feel like I work with everybody. Like I feel like I work with the people that I needed to thus far to get me to this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, but nobody really. I feel like with this music shit, people really get caught up on like, oh, you're supposed to record with one person. That's not technically how it's supposed to go or how it should go. You should want to network with different engineers. Technically, that's not how it is. Like it's way more rappers than it is engineers. It's like coaches and football players. Like 32 motherfuckers on the team and there's 2 coaches. You feel me? Like,
for real.
Like,
for real. That's
but
real shit. So what keeps you motivated as an engineer? Like what keeps you going as an engineer?
First I wake up every day and I think how I can change my son life or make my son life better. So that's really my biggest motivation, my son.
Okay. So now that you tapping into making beats and stuff like that and trying your hand at producing, what's the biggest difference between engineering and producing to you?
Well, the difference is you don't make the beat.
Yeah.
A lot of times I just got hit download off of YouTube. You feel me? And like with making beats, you gotta make the melody, put the 808s, the clap, the kick. Like you just gotta really put that shit together. Like
right.
Most of the time I'm just downloading the beat. Like an engineer, he download the beat, record the vocals, put drops in the beat, effects on the vocals. You know, like a high pitched voice. You know, like the gorilla type voice.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
Okay.
Like so that's really the difference for me. Like, and that really is the difference. Like if you really want to look up the definition of it.
Right.
Like.
So I've been to Team Dream a few times. You know what I'm saying? Every time I came, it was a vibe. What was your best studio experience?
My best studio experience.
Yeah, like when y'all just sat here, y'all cooked up some heat. You know what I'm saying? Like. I know it's probably too many to think of right now. Cause
like you asked me to just pick from one good time.
Yeah. What's one joint that you think about all the time? I know it's a joint that be on your mind.
One of the sessions I had, like one of my first few sessions, this artist that I recorded, her name is Dion. And when she first walked in, she was like, "Yo, bro, I just recorded, I just started recording or whatever." I'm like, "All right, it's cool, whatever you mean." Yeah. I just started recording too. Like,
right.
So let's make magic or something. Let's try to do something. She came out. I'm like, you ain't just start recording. Like,
she came with that heat, huh?
It was how she recorded. You feel me? Like, you could tell when somebody just start recording music. You feel me? Like,
right.
But then she explained to me, like, I got a boombox at home. You feel me? Like, I was practicing before I came. Like, it wasn't just, you mean? I'm like, all right. So you made it seem like you just picked up a microphone and decided, you mean? Like,
yeah.
And she really came with that heat, though. And it was really, I think about it because it was like, that song really, like, stamped me as far as, like, engineering. Like, I feel like that's when I was like, all right, I could really be something now. Like, it's time to stop playing. Like, really start going hard. Because when I let people hear the song, or the songs that me and her have done together, like, you turn heads and people like be like, "Oh, who that?"
Right.
You feel me? Like, so
Shorty definitely got that work.
Yeah. Okay. So like that's a real good joint to remember. Like, I always think about that. I be like, yeah, that was the time that really made me like, all right, think like I'm ready. You feel me? I'm ready for the next step.
All right. So with your short stint of being an engineer and everything like that, but with so much that you've accomplished, what is your next steps? Where are you trying to get to next, like in the next few months?
Just build my brand more. Like, just do more of what I'm doing. Like, that's really all you can do. Wake up every day and add value to whatever you're doing. Like, that's what anybody should do at the end of the day. Like,
okay, for sure. So we're again, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But before we get out of here, go ahead and drop your socials and everything where everybody can find you, find the studio, come in, get some time. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely dope in here, man. So if you haven't, come and check them out. Definitely come and check out Team Dream Studios, man.
Appreciate you. One team, one dream. I got you. MixedByKey on Instagram. You can really just hit me up on Instagram. That's really what I be rocking on. I be on Twitter, but I'm low key on Twitter. I just be retweeting and laughing at shit. Like, that's really what it is. Like, but MixedByKey on Instagram. Shout out to my boy. Happy to be here.
Yeah, for sure. You know what it is, man. It's the Midwest Connects. If you ain't connected, you ain't respected. We out here.
Holla back.